The challenge of road safety remains a big challenge to all of us. And as we all know, we lose about almost 3,000 people annually as a result of road traffic crashes. Many more are injured seriously, some with slight injuries. But obviously the impact of this scourge is serious, and it's big, it's massive. And the unfortunate thing is that 91% from the statistics that we have actually attribute majority of these crashes to human behavior. Issues that can easily be avoided if all of us were to take responsibility, a higher responsibility on our highways. And obviously one of them being the issue of drink driving. The other unfortunate bit is that majority of those who are affected by this scourge are between the age of 20 and 24 and 44 years. Majority of us will fall in that category. So it robs the country of the most productive class or group of people. These are the most active people. They are the most energetic group, and that is a segment that we are losing majority. So we want to appeal to all of us. And again, these are the people who are very happy going to the pubs, enjoying, they want to have their life. It isn't good. But let's not expose ourselves to unnecessary risk that we can avoid. But I'm sure working with our partners, we can change this scenario. And globally, 25% of road fatal accidents are actually as a result of drink driving. We have not refined as NTSA our data to try and classify and say to what extent or what is the percentage of those who are dying on our roads as a result of drink driving. But I can tell you definitely it's going to be above the global average. So it should be definitely higher than 25% of the total fatal accidents. As we move forward, that is an area that we'll be working very closely to try and refine that data. We've come a long way. Previously, we didn't even know how many, we just knew that X number of people have died this year. We didn't know where, we didn't know what category. We are refining our data, and actually we are moving in the right direction. And I think that's one of the areas that we'll be focusing even into the future, to try and work with other agencies like hospitals and the police, for that matter, to try and see what is the percentage, what is the contribution of drink driving on these fatal road accidents. So ladies and gentlemen, as NTSA, we will continue to partner with all the people who are involved. And it's not just actually the issue of drivers that is a challenge. You find even in the recent past, the border riders, quite a number of them have been arrested while they are seriously drunk. I remember last week there was a case that was reported around, what is the name of this police station next to the university? Central Police Station. And the alcohol level is unbelievable. Now with even the stability of motorcycle, how are you able to control? How are you able to navigate even in this traffic in Nairobi? The other challenge is people who walk on the road, staggering on our highways while drunk. And I think that is also one of the things that as NTSA during these festivals we should be enforcing. Those who are inconveniencing other motorists on our highways, we don't just apprehend the driver, the driver that is drunk. We'll also deal with those people walking along our highways while drunk, because they pose a threat not just to their own lives, but to that of other motorists. So we'll be working with all partners to try and ensure that these things happen. So for us, we are happy. And again, the various taxis companies that are with us today, we really want to thank you, because you have provided an alternative, cheaper means of transport. And really, there is absolutely no reason why any one of us today should choose to drink and drive. The rates that which actually are being charged It's something all of us who can afford to have a drink should afford. And therefore, there's absolutely no reason why you will opt to drink and drive. Many opportunities are now available. You can either designate a friend who will be drinking water as you drink alcohol, or maybe a soda for that matter, non-alcoholic. But should you find that the company that you are in, all of them want to enjoy themselves, then there are alternatives. You call a taxi today, and it will come to where you are and drops you at your destination. That is something we must embrace, all of us. And that is why this partnership is very important. And to all other partners, I'm sure you will also be very keen that you want to continue having these patrons visiting your place. You must mind about their welfare. And if you mind about their welfare, don't allow them to leave your premises staggering out. Really, if you care about them, you should also be mindful about their welfare. How are they going home after they've enjoyed themselves? And working with this group, you can make arrangements for taxis. You can have drivers to drop them when they are not able to. And if that happens, and actually should you be the people actually encouraging them to use alternative means if they are not able to drive because they are drunk, the message is going to resonate better with your patrons as opposed to NTSA.